Hello, everyone, and welcome to... Oh, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have a puppy, a very adorable 2.5-month-old, almost 3-month-old puppy, golden retriever, baby boy, who is in the office with me now, and he is so much energy. He's just, oh, he is so much. But anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. If I ever at any moment seem distracted, it's because I am. No, don't eat my foot. Oh my god. Anyway, hello, my name is PsycheSiren, and today is one of the best days of the week because it is D&D Day, where besides a plethora of Ds, you get to hear the wonderful, oh my gosh, the wonderful Bevan, Graynarl, Witty Mitchie, Diz Cam, Notoriously Nikki, Teeth Whitener, and I go on our little adventure with the Mark of a God campaign. As usual, folks, remember we do not talk to chat unless something really ridiculous happens. But we will be texting away. Oh, how do you have so much energy? How? Oh my god. Let's go ahead and say hello to some folks here while I deal with this. Oh my gosh. Hello to Witty Mitchie, Dark, Nikki, Diz, Gray, Mina. Thank you so much for subscribing for 27 months. How in the world? 27 months. I appreciate you so much. Oh my gosh. Hello, Hi Beam. How are you doing? Yeah, he's really cute. Yeah, he's a really cute puppy. Sure is. Yes. Anyway, without further ado, let us go ahead and join this wonderful crew. I talk in riddles now. This is who I am. Hello?
Psyche, you're here.
Hi.
One sec. I have a friend who needs to talk to
Hi.
you.
Oh no.
I mean, you just walked into a conversation about married people murdering each other. So, you know.
Oh.
Adam's over drinking with Corinne and I for New Year's.
Oh.
He already said hi to Michi, but I'm like, you need to say hi to Psyche too.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome. I hope you're having fun. Hey, it's good to hear from you.
It's good to hear from you too.
For those of you that do not know, I played in a campaign over at Roll the Roll.
She's doing the whole spiel now.
They can hear you.
Lava, where they can hear me.
Oh my gosh.
He was gonna go home soon. I'm like, well, you got to come back when Psyche goes live and everybody can hear us talk.
Yeah.
Evan invited me over so he could stream.
That's the only reason Adam's over is
the
so that
only
when I'm
reason.
screaming,
Oh
he
my
can
gosh.
he can be, you know, a hooligan.
But yeah, that was a really fun campaign.
Whoa.
And Mitchie was
Isn't
also
that cool?
involved in
Whenever
it.
I talk, your mouth moves.
That's true
I'm
too.
you.
So that's like
Are you looking
that's
at the
Michi.
overlay?
Yeah, we're looking at the overlay. So my character, you know what? I'm the first one who does introductions anyway.
Yeah,
so
go
it's
ahead and
perfect.
introduce yourself.
So I play Corvin Romancer, who is from a noble family, but I left the noble family and decided to just live in the ruins of a town in the dirt. So I'm very full of myself around other people, but I also have 5 skeleton friends and am regularly like covered in bones.
Sure. It's easy to be full of yourself when you have 5 skeleton friends.
Exactly. What are they going to do? I got 5 skeleton friends, and we have to
Yeah,
all
my
dress.
skeleton friends are gonna get out of here.
Exactly.
Have
We
our
all
own fun.
had to dress up for an opera, and I'm like, I'm going to the thrift store and dressing up like Eddie Redmayne from Les Miserables. So that's my character. They're all like wearing gowns and stuff. I'm like, can you hear?
I was not wearing a gown, sir.
Singing the song. Yes, you were. Luya especially. Luya and General Coldus were both wearing gowns.
Well, no, I was wearing the Witcher's fancy garb.
No, the fancy garb that the Witcher wore. But anyway, Adam was actually going to leave in like 2 minutes, and I'm like, Psyche's here, I gotta yell at Adam.
Have fun.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, nice to hear from you. I actually have to go put the puppy away. Please go ahead and introduce yourselves. I will be right back.
Oh, and you can find me on Roll the Roll. Bevan's old.
Okay. Woo! Hi, I'm Diz. I'm Luya down there, that roguishly good-looking rogue. Thank you, Andy, for that. No, hey, yeah, you can find me over at... I can talk. You can find me over at twitch.tv/DizCam, where, you know, we talk about dumb stuff and play games, and it's a very divey atmosphere. I hope you guys come by and chill. How you doing, Gray?
Oh, well, I'm doing great. Hi, I'm Grey Gnarl. I play Coldest Blashur, our dashing, but not quite as dashing as Luya, leader, silver-tongued warrior, master of the blade, and attractor of arrows, bullets, blades, really the damage sponge of the party. But thanks to our cleric, he has not yet died, which is kind of surprising. But, yeah, words. I just started streaming again. My work schedule finally, settled itself, so I have a day during the week to stream. I actually just streamed today, so, I'm feeling that energy. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. You can catch me at Greynarl twitch.tv/Greynarl, spelled really weird because I have, it's so hard to uniform my name because it's obscure enough to where I can get it usually, but not obscure to get the same spelling. It's really silly.
Oh, so you have to fight for the different Grays, probably, I imagine.
One of these days, there's going to be another Bevan out there, and we're both going to meet with swords on top of a mountain in Glasgow, and we're going to kill one another.
There can only be one.
And then the lightning's gonna strike, empowering the survivor.
Anytime someone goes Bevan, I'm like, dude, there's dozens of us. I almost had a heart attack the other day because I went to the Dunkin' Donuts in town, and there was a truck, a little pickup truck that said Bevan's with an apostrophe.
Oh.
Steel Company. And I was like, oh my God.
I don't remember owning that.
I don't remember owning a steel company.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I guess you do.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
I
I have
wanted
to
to walk up
put
to
the
the guy
puppy in the
driving it and be
crate.
like, that's my name.
Who's introducing
You just
themselves?
walk into the building and be like, hey, my name's on the
they
door,
can't hear
so I
me.
guess I
No,
own
I
it.
have no
Okay,
idea.
I'm back.
It is-
Who's introducing themselves?
It
Nikki's
was Nikki's turn.
It's
Okay.
Nikki's turn. I'm just being rude and
Oh,
drunk.
it's me?
Oh, no.
Okay.
As opposed to normal when I'm just rude.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm Notoriously Nikki, and I do stuff. Next.
who do you play in the campaign?
You don't really know me yet. I'm Rose. Hi. You don't know her that well yet.
Nikki, not only who do you play, but I've seen you posting on Twitter about you doing stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't you have something
Choked
coming
on my
up?
water. Yeah. I guess
Do you wanna talk about that?
Something coming up that I actually shared on my Discord
Um,
that I pay for.
you're gonna make me talk. Gosh. Okay. I'm doing a charity event tomorrow night from 6 p.m. CST to 12 a.m. CST for our local humane societies. Due to COVID and the recent tornadoes here, the humane societies are even fuller than they usually are, and people are having a hard time getting in there to adopt, and they really need extra supplies. So I'm going to be doing a charity event to raise money to go out and get those.
The Roll viewer who would have normally watched our Friday night stream, it's canceled for New Year's anyway. You should just go and watch Nikki's stream and donate, because we're just a bunch of assholes who argue about Pathfinder 2e rules. Nikki's trying to help puppers. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That is a noble
doggos.
goal.
Woof.
Woof woof.
Absolutely.
Dog pack go.
Bork. Next.
Bork bork.
Who do we have next?
Bork bork. Go.
I don't know. I don't know who we have next.
It's you.
Oh, awkward. Hello, my name is Witty Michi. I play Mew, our bard cat girl. She has 2 eyes. She just likes to wink. which you see in the picture. I just wanted to clarify for anyone new in the chat that Mew has 2 eyes. Hello. Don't worry about it. She's eccentric. That's a word. That's the word to use.
Is she like
Eccentric.
a different eccentric?
I mean, I thought you were a pirate that was out to sparkle my booty.
I mean, yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
So Corvin is like the both arrogant and kind of goth eccentric.
Oh, Teeth,
Michi-
your mic is very
Michi is
high
more of
gain.
the,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, there's just a lot of
Michi is
gain.
Forever 21 to Corvin's Hot Topic.
But yeah, that's me. Mew, the cat girl bard that sparkles and would much rather help other people with their romance.
But if Mew ever loses an eye, can she have a pink sparkly eye patch?
Oh my
Sure.
god.
What?
I know that
Teeth, we
Teeth is
heard that.
No, I'm
I
just
like to
yawning.
think
I'm
that
tired.
Mew already has the eye patch ready to go.
Yeah, she's like, "Arr."
Yeah.
Sparkle
Also,
blood.
yeah. If you hear any weird sounds in the background of me, it's my boyfriend. Don't worry about it.
If you hear them from me, it's my wife and my friend. Or my dog.
If you hear them from me, there is an intruder in my house, and you should probably call me.
Gosh dang
I'll get
it.
in the car and drive on out. You just have to defend yourself for an hour and a half.
Hello everyone, my name is PsycheSiren. I play Colette, our forever flustered cleric who decides instead of healing, why not just kill everyone? Then no one will hurt your friends. You've already found where I stream. Good job. A little concerning, but I'm glad you eventually found me. Also, all these VODs can be found on our archives channel. If you do !! archives or Ara, you'll get the link.
You missed it. You missed the chance.
Say it right.
Oh,
do
I don't
it.
want to.
Say the
I
line
would
part.
hear you if you'd like. Ara.
No! But anyway, and it's only called that because one day I stuttered while saying archives and I said Ara. Now it's fine. Everything's
That's
fine.
forever.
There's only one A in archives.
Anyway.
They're the,
Arca.
I cannot. But yes, if this is your first
You can,
time
but
to
I-
one of our episodes, this is a homebrew based on 5e. And so you'll see the tieflings like, oh, one of them's gray, one of them's purple. It's just because of, in this world that Teeth Whitener, the DM, and my husband has made. So, anyway. Here we go. Oh, also, the Tabaxi. The Tabaxi are more cat girl-like, so... Anyway, take it away, Teeth.
I'm Teeth Whitener. Hi. Is this better or worse?
Hi, Teeth.
ask, did your wife save any cookies for you, or did
I
she eat
did.
them?
I have cookies in here in the office for him.
Didn't even know there were cookies. So.
I told you there were oh my god.
I've been pretty busy.
That's true. Our house is chaos because we have a little puppy and he is teething.
Oh, I also work.
Exactly.
I worked 11 hours and 15 minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my
I worked
wife,
10 and a half hours today.
Yeah.
my wife and I, who you guys might know from the occasional stream on Acorns as Corinne/Manic Pixie Girl, are doing a rolling shipment of cookies to all of our online friends for different holidays.
Yeah.
And Psyche and Teeth got Christmas, and I would be very surprised if Teeth ended up getting any of those
I
cookies.
saved some for him.
The
Anyway.
next one is going to be at least Carmanthia, Luya, and by Luya I mean Discam, and Michi, and maybe one more person, because we have all these people we're friends with, but I can only bake so much. And I don't trust Psyche to actually share. So I had to bring it up to Teeth to make sure he got some.
Oh, I'm sure there are cookies. I just haven't
they
seen.
are.
I have not seen them, but that's because of me, not because of her.
Oh, okay. Because there's sugar cookies, which are my favorite. And then my custom Heath chocolate chip cookies that have some Nutella in it to add extra fat to them. They're delicious.
So
And then,
don't.
Corinne made me do the peanut butter drop cookies because those are her favorite.
Those are
But
really good.
Thanksgiving, they're going to be more sugar cookies. Not Thanksgiving. Oh my God, I've had a lot to drink today. Valentine's.
Teeth, can you go ahead and introduce the campaign?
I gotta talk about cookies and then
I will mute you. I can't. No.
There's no epigraph for this because
I'll mute myself because I gotta get up and get more to drink.
I've had 0 minutes to prepare. Fortunately, I had stuff prepared from the last time we played.
Bye,
so
Keith. I love you. Bye.
We should be okay. With that said, this is just a continuation of the last episode.
Teeth, real quick, I'm so sorry, but your gain, it still needs to be turned down. I don't know what happened with the mic.
Nothing has happened with it. It's the same. It was the same as it was. Is that better?
No.
Is that better?
No, it's worse. It's so
Then
much
there's
worse.
nothing I can do about it because it
Oh,
was turned to
change it
minimum
back,
before.
please.
This is minimum.
Oh, that's way better.
That was what it was set to before you told me to change things.
Okay.
It might have been the placement. Were you like getting closer or farther from it?
No,
Weird.
nothing has changed at all. Maybe it's my mic sensitivity. Let me change that real quick.
No, don't change anything. Don't. It sounds perfect now. Don't change anything. Please.
Okay.
This is fine.
Oh, so now take it away.
Okay, there really isn't anything to say. It's just a continuation of last week's campaign. I'll let our resident historian give us a recap for my sake as well. So take it away.
Thank you, Teeth. The session began with breakfast as we discussed our plans in the city. Coldus remembered missing an arranged meeting with one of the lieutenants from the military base who he had promised to speak with, but in all the craziness with the theater, he actually did not get the chance to. The party, as a group, go together, being led by Rose, our humble guide and person whose home we are using as an Airbnb. She leads us forward. We meet with the lieutenant. She takes us to a secure location inside the library, and we are able to learn a bit more about the history of this place, a bit more about her history, as she is her family was from Ettenfast, one of the last cities to have been conquered by the Empire in the war, the most recent city to be conquered. We learn how the storm in the history of this city was a mighty monster that was locked away deep beneath the bowels of the city itself, and the city was built atop it. We realize that the smoke breathers may be aiming to unleash this monster from beneath the city, and with it, not only win the battle, but decimate all the forces that exist here. The higher-ups don't think a siege will even happen, or that the city will fall, even if the siege does occur. We don't have any other leads on how to get down into the depths of the city legally, but we do have a meeting with the Cuckoo Killers, who may have the ability to pull some strings and get us down where we need to go. The plan is to speak with them the following night and to see if we can figure out how to protect the seal on this monster or find a way to destroy it or the way to awaken it. Well, we have the lieutenant make a promise to. We make a promise with the lieutenant to keep in touch, and they do as well. We leave the library and make our way home to spend the rest of the day, and then get ready for dinner before the meeting the following day. That is where we left off.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for your very informative recap. So,
Just happy I wrote these notes 2 weeks ago because I don't think I could have remembered that.
I did, well, I'll tell you, I've slept many times since then, and many times since I've had a dog. So I didn't remember almost any of that. Okay. So very helpful. Thank you.
You're
all right. So what do you guys choose to do?
What were we last doing?
Eating dinner.
We're finishing dinner, right?
We're eating dinner.
I think we're planning our next move.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
Yeah, our next move is to speak with the Cuckoo Killers. We have that meeting with them, but it's still a little ways away. I talked to Teeth if you guys want to, because as the timeline existed, it was supposed to be a whole other day before we would speak with the Cuckoo Killers. If you guys want, if anyone has day stuff they want to do, we can just do that real quick before Cuckoo Killer stuff. Or if we just want to skip to the meat and get to talking with the Cuckoo Killers, we can do that as well.
Yeah, I was hoping to move it forward too. I remember you mentioning that. I don't know if you guys actually figured that out.
Oh, because like Luya, Coldus is starting to get a little bit antsy. He doesn't prefer the battlefield.
Antsy in the pantsy. I want to get out of town because I hate it in cities.
Proposition to never let Diz say again, antsy in the pantsy.
Position to make that his catchphrase.
No, I hate it.
We already know what happens when Diz gets antsy in the pantsy. He has ideas, okay?
Calm down. Luya's antsy in the pantsy.
Have we eaten dinner yet, or are we going to go eat?
I don't know.
Let's go eat. Let's go eat. Friggin'.
Let's go eat, huh?
Rose is gonna go home and eat because she likes free meals.
How about we all go to Rose's for dinner? we just head back to the Hollow Pine.
Let's impose upon your mother. Like, we can find meals if we would be too much.
Oh yes, only if it's all right.
No, you're no worry. She made all that breakfast. She's already cooking dinner. It's fine.
So, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt all of this and be rude, and Teeth Whitener can be mad at me and add this to everything else. Did I say anything about owning a steel mill earlier?
You did.
Yes.
You told the story about your name on a truck or something, and
Oh my god, I remember it now. Okay, thank you. Because Corinne is like, why did you mention owning a steel mill? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I remember seeing it at Duncan. All right, thank you. I'm so
Go
sorry.
home, Bevan. You're drunk.
Bevan, just go lay down. Just go
I'm never
lay
not
down.
home. That's my curse. I'll be right back. I can explain it to them now.
Okay,
Thank you guys so
okay,
very much.
okay.
Did you, Teeth? Did you just send us a link for restaurants?
No, I was trying to fix something.
Gotcha.
I was trying to do something and it didn't work.
Okay, so we're heading back to
Hollow
Rose's.
Pine. Yeah.
There we go.
Does anyone have any fun thoughts to talk about as we walk? Any random miscellaneous things that has been on their character's mind?
Not yet. Not for me. Other than getting the hell out of town, because, you know.
When are we meeting those people, by the way?
Yeah, I believe it was 9 p.m. 9th bell.
Today.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So if we finish the meal, we can probably run into that. Like we could, by the time we travel there and screw around on the way.
Teeth, you need us to vamp it all so you can plan stuff.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Well, while let's say we're at dinner, like we're Rose's mother has produced a lovely meal for us of because her mother is a halfling, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Where's my cookbook?
Oh my god.
I like the cookbook stuff.
The cookbook stuff is so cool. Oh. Now it's time to hear me flip through books.
Why did Mew or Michi, Mew, one of you, just cackle?
Muchi.
Are we? Oh no, that sounds weird. No, I was gonna ask, are we there already?
I think we're getting there now. That's like the
Okay,
idea,
I'll
and
wait.
We're sitting at dinner.
I'll wait till we're there.
I'm uncomfortable when she gets ideas like this.
Oh, you already know.
I have found the halfling page section of the book. We have things like honeyed ham with pineapple gravy, Heartland's rose, apple, and blackberry pie, Learwood salad, everything soup, melted
Everything soup.
I made an everything soup on Sunday. I had the leftover spiced ham. And I did a bunch of garlic, onions, potatoes, parsnips, and carrots. But the spiced ham added such like a level of flavor to that everything soup, you guys. Oh my god. I'm back and my distraction has left, so I'm not going to be asking you guys about steel mills and other bullshit again. Look, you work customer service the 2 weeks around the holidays, and you're going to be coming into a game like this too. Especially if you work for a company that sells booze. And you get like a 40% discount on your orders. Diz, if you want any booze, we can ship it.
I'm good.
I can give you a 25% discount. Just send me a message.
Great, what's on the menu, man? Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
We haven't played any D&D.
Yeah, well, I have found a restaurant page. The Green Dragon Inn has many different things that we could feast on. There's a nut bread loaf. There is Barrier Peak surrogate steaks. The Endless Platter, river eels smoked, all you can eat. Bread pudding, warm in milk and butter. Berry tarts, mincemeat stars, mutton meatloaf, wolf steak.
Can we assume that there's a charcuterie board here? Because I want to make sure that there's a charcuterie board here.
Nikki, I need you to say it right.
I feel like
No,
Rose's
I'm
mother
sure.
would have
I'm
a
sure. I'm sure Mew will say it right. It's fine.
It's a shark coochie board.
charcuterie. I enjoy the sharp cutie pie board. Nah, that was forced. That was really forced. We're in a weird place today.
Let's just say that there's all this food, and you guys can just pick and choose what you eat.
Hey, as a little side note, the culture of the halflings is somewhat inspired by Italians. Italian cooking is there. You could use that. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Please tell me there's just a massive lasagna somewhere.
Maybe.
Change how she talks.
You could do something like a Neapolitan pizza sort of thing.
Hey, you guys, welcome to my family's bed and breakfast. We're gonna sell you some lasagna and a pizza pie.
Right.
So Luya, being impatient, wants to know when we're gonna get out of here, and he's just gonna start bugging everybody about it. Like, when do we meet these cuckoo killers? So I was looking over at Caldus and wondering why. Why did he think they pushed this meeting out too far? What's going on, Caldus?
Well, as he's like just eating something. Well, I have a feeling they pushed the meeting out at least this far into the day for cover of darkness. It's what's ninth bell. It will be a lot easier to move around in the anonymity of the night. As far as their motives, we've heard that they tend to do humanitarian projects. They're trying to put together housing for refugees, if I remember correctly.
Just seems off to me.
It does seem off. I don't understand why a clandestine group would be as beneficial to the people.
There must be something they're backing up against that they're not talking about.
Yes, it wouldn't surprise me if they had some sort of underground ties that they were keeping secret. They haven't been in the city very long, is that correct? Gesturing to Rose, are you aware of the Cuckoo Killers at all? Have they been here very long?
The Cuckoo Whatty?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think we've given you a full brief. There's an odd building by one of the bridges. It is the, I guess you could say, clubhouse for the Cuckoo Killers. They are, as far as we are hearing, a mysterious group of individuals, some of which who partake in humanitarian efforts, but they're largely unknown, or at least to us. Denizen of the city may have more knowledgeable intellect on them.
Can't say I've heard of them. My father would probably know more, but he's not here right now, so not sure.
Well, at the very least, we should be ready for a fight. They gave us a letter. They invited us, so I doubt this is a trap. But gesturing to Luya, you're gonna want to have your weapon ready, just in case.
Agreed. I think we should all keep mindful of it. The people don't meet at night.
People don't meet at night unless they are prepared for something dicey to happen.
Or like to party.
Why does she keep snickering?
Okay.
Is everything all right?
You see, people don't meet at night.
I'm so sorry. I was in the little elves room. What are you talking about?
They think people don't meet at night.
That's how me and Mew like have half our conversations.
Not like that.
I'm sorry. Why are we discussing this?
I'm not talking about intercourse, you two.
And on that note, Rose is
Corbin
gonna prance
hasn't
off
had
into the other
intercourse
room to help clean
so
dishes.
long, it's ridiculous.
Once again, I will ask, why are we discussing what people do at night?
The Cuckoo Killers want to meet us at night.
Well,
and they're a
yes.
humanitarian group.
Like completely normal people.
Very secretive people.
Yeah, we're not meeting
Exactly.
up to dance.
If everything was above board, why not meet us in the middle of the day?
Because sunglasses haven't been invented yet.
I say we see what they want to discuss with us. It seems like no one else is taking us seriously. Might as well talk with them.
Maybe
Agreed,
we
we
can bring
are.
them an offering.
Why would we give them an offering?
Like a peace offering, like some snacks.
You want to give these shadow sketchy folk a fruit basket?
No, I want to give them, like ham and cheese.
Why? Well,
This
I
is gonna
know.
pop her head in. You mean a charcuterie board?
Yeah, a coochie board.
Oh my god! It is not called a coochie board! Yes, like cheeses and meats and wine, I suppose.
You know, I could go for a coochie board. It's fine.
Oh, in
I'm
Lucius'
sure we
name.
can. I'm sure we could get a coochie board assembled for you guys.
Have I mentioned I like her?
Oh no!
I believe
not
it slipped
again.
out, yes.
We would, if you would be willing, that would be so kind of you, Rose, to provide a charcuterie board for our meeting.
Absolutely, I will get a charcuterie board ready for you right
my
away. And
stars.
she dances off to the next room.
Unrelated, do you have any alcohol? No reason. Do you have anything?
She definitely didn't hear that because she was thinking about charcuterie board.
Colette just gets up. I'm going to go see if there's any ale. Do you want anything?
I'll take it.
Yes. Same, if you find something.
All right, I'm going to go look. Do I need to roll to get alcohol?
I don't remember them having anything last time.
No.
I was going to say, I think last time we didn't have beer, or at least we didn't have breakfast beer for sure. But I don't
Don't
remember.
shame me. Don't shame my breakfast beer.
I love breakfast.
Actually,
You know
I
what's
think
better?
it was Luya that wanted the breakfast beer.
You know
That's
what's
right,
better
it
than
was
breakfast
Luya.
beer?
What?
What's better than breakfast beer? Shower beer. I know it sounds gross
no,
and weird.
it is so good. I had a wine
It's a thing.
shower.
Yeah.
I have
It's so
done
good.
a shower beer, a shower White Claw, because as we all know, there ain't no laws when you drink in the claw.
Fair.
And a shower cider.
Fair.
But Colette, Corvin asks you, Corvin hands you a very specific list, and it says rum, mint, lime juice.
Oh.
And simple syrup.
Okay. What is this for? What is
It's
this?
a drink I've invented called the Mojito.
The mojito.
Yes. The Mojito.
A mojito. All right, I'll see if I can get these items.
I've had 5 double mojitos today because I don't have to work till Monday. So
Nice.
Corbin could go for a couple mojitos.
Mojitos.
Oh my stars. But yeah, Chief, I'm gonna go looking for alcohol to bring back to the party.
Where are you going?
Oh, you might have to find a liquor store.
Oh my god, yeah. Colette's gonna go find a liquor store if it's nearby. She's gonna ask the mom what she can do.
She'll tell you that not far from here there's I don't think there's such a thing as a liquor store in the context of the world, but probably places you can buy liquor that are just general store type things.
And we
Maybe. What time is it? What time is
we
it?
just got here.
Yeah, it's 6, maybe.
Yeah, the shop stalls probably haven't closed. If you go to the you wander around the streets for about 30 minutes. Right before they close, there's a guy trying to peddle his wares. It's a bunch of different imported fine liquors from various different lands.
Ooh, okay.
Or something.
Oh no, or something. Okay. Colette's gonna order everything on her list.
What is everything on her list?
Stuff to make a mojito and a bunch of ale.
Well, you probably have to go to a different place for the stuff for the mojito, but you can get the liquor here. And the guy says, the guy is a scrawny man with a fat, except he has a very large beer gut. It's like a very tall person, very skinny elf everywhere, except it looks like he's pregnant. So,
Wow.
Why are you just describing me, man? What's going on?
Right? Like me and Diz are over here, like, offended in a personal level.
just describing what the guy looks like. I'm not saying it. I'm not making judgments on
A
him.
man who looks like he's pregnant.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Hello. So I see I can't get everything on this list. Are there any things you would recommend?
Oops, ignore that click.
Yes, I sell all kinds of liquors from all different areas of the
Uh-huh.
world.
Oh, that's delightful. Any favorites?
Why, what are you looking for the purposes of your imbibement of the devil's water?
Uh-huh. Well, I suppose something, that has a bit of strength to it.
That is useless to me. All of my beverages are strong.
Colette,
So are they
in your
all
mind,
the same?
Colette, in your mind, I'm casting a spell.
Oh my
In your
god.
mind, you hear the words, make sure it's a white rum, period, and that it is fresh mint, period.
Colette's eye
It
twitches.
doesn't need to be fresh lime, period, as long as it's lime, period.
Oh my god!
I just cast a 3rd level spell.
You just
to
used
cast
the third.
sending.
Yeah, internally, Colette
To
is
cast
like,
that.
her eye is twitching because she knows what Corbin has just done in order to just get a drink.
That's right.
Freaking.
I used my only available 3rd level
You
spell
used
after casting
your-
Animate Dead to keep my skeletons alive.
When
to
we
make sure
have
you
a
got me
meeting
the
with a shady group of people. You've used the 3rd level. So internally, like,
So I
Colette.
can't cast Fireball today. Who cares? I'm
Well,
getting
remember-
the right drink.
Remember, you sent your skeletons away before we came into the city.
Yeah, but I still have to cast a spell every day to make sure they don't turn into
Yeah.
random skeletons that attack the city.
So all the shopkeep sees is Colette like freeze for a second and her eyes suddenly start twitching.
Can I help you, miss?
Sorry.
Melon salts you need. I don't sell them, but I got them.
Do you happen to have any white rum?
Yes, imported from the Western Sea.
Oh, delightful. Do you have any things that could accompany drinks such as lime or lemon or mint or cherry? Such
I
delightful
know, of
things.
course. Why would I carry such things?
Why
all
would
the
you?
wares I have here. It would
Yes.
be very difficult to keep track of all of
Oh,
those.
yes, I bet it would be. That would be so difficult. Anyway, I will have one of the white rums. Perhaps if you have anything, honeyed or sweet or like a plum wine would be delightful.
Plum wine? That's very fancy. As
Yes.
it turns out that you have that, indeed. Plum wine from the forests of Aragran.
Oh, delightful.
The springtime forests where all beautiful flowers and fruits bloom forever. And I can provide it for you for the low price of 10 gold pieces.
Oh, that's delightful. And in Colette's mind, she's like, that's concerning. Why is the price so low?
That's a normal price.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the time to invest in like working out prices.
Thank God.
It's just the normal price.
I just
for a
want
bottle of
booze,
wine.
man.
And it'll be the same for the other liquor,
Okay,
although
okay.
it'll probably cost more.
Is
It would
there
definitely cost more in the real world.
is there like a grocery store nearby where I could get? Like-
No, there is no such thing as a grocery store.
Is there a fruit seller? Is there a fruit stall or possibly a cabbage
Sure.
merchant?
There are no cabbage merchants, but there are fruit stalls, and there's an outside herbalist shop that sells herbs for healing and a few for seasoning.
Okay, then she's gonna go there after.
Mint? I'm sorry, I thought I was muted. You guys just had to hear me typing.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's
We heard your cat.
You heard turds? She's not even in heat right now. 2 weeks ago she was in heat. Now she's just mewling.
I mean, she's just part Siamese.
She is part Siamese, as Corinne points out. She's a very loud. She went 14 years without ever killing a mouse. In the past 3 weeks, she's killed a mouse a week.
Oh my god.
Like, she's a little murderous. So she gets an extra. Every time we find a dead mouse, she gets an extra treat. The third mouse she killed, she left half eaten under the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. It was the best Christmas
it was a present.
Is she a rogue?
No, she's a Siamese Maine Coon mix. And calico.
Oh, that is a strange combination.
That's a
She's
pretty
like-
combo.
She's like a string bean with very long hair, and she kills very well, apparently. The first mouse she ever killed, I watched it. She pounced on it, shook it, and then literally threw it into the wall. I was like, oh my god, Pearl.
3 weeks ago, she had never killed a mouse before in her life at
She'd
14.
literally never seen a mouse.
She had all this pent up anger and aggression, and she
now
saw the
she
chance.
literally goes to our kitchen pantry door, our basement door, under the couch, both our kitchen and office closet doors. It smells under all of them and then goes back to the beginning. She's become a little huntress.
She's
and
got
our
a taste
dog-
of blood.
And Lola has become like her
sidekick.
Not a sidekick. She's the whatever the term for a dog that like chases birds out of the brush so that you can shoot them. So like
Her duck hunt dog.
for like 2 of the mice, Lola helped. She chased them out of wherever they were, and then Turtle killed them.
Oh, goodness
So like
gracious.
these 2 animals that their whole life, Lola's 6 and Turtle's 14, neither of them have killed an animal. And since the beginning of December, they've killed 3 together. It's amazing. I love my little
Power of friendship.
Their powers combine.
They're so cute and they're so murderous.
So dangerous.
Anyway, I'll mute myself for a while so you guys can actually do game rather than
I do
But
love
guess
the
what?
stories interspersed though. Your
Guess what,
pets are
though?
so cute.
I don't work tomorrow.
Oh, we
so
got a
we
raid,
can go
y'all. I will
later
be
today.
right back. Hold on.
Oh my
Oh my goodness gracious. Foxes, what have you done? Hello everyone, my name is PsycheSiren, and today, on Thursdays, are our D&D nights. Usually my content is a bit different, folks. It's usually a lot of variety, chaos. But Thursdays are for D&D. Foxes, what were you doing? I know you've been streaming that latest Five Nights at Freddy's game, and it's been messing with me. It's been messing with me so much because my IRL name is Roxy. So I think one of the antagonists in that game has the same name. So I keep getting sent clips of you yelling at Roxy, and I'm like, what did I do? What have I done? But anyway, hello everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and show you our raid video because Thursday nights are very different than our normal content. So yeah, enjoy, and I'm so sorry. Hello there. Oh no! There's too many.
The Smut Hut.
No, we're not naming it the friggin' Smut Hut! No! Yay! He's not gonna mess with us. Oh, no!
Acorn
Oh, shit! You guys suck
I'm
so
gonna be
much!
all.
Welcome to PsycheSiren Streams. Join us. Join the community. You'll have a great time. You won't regret it. Go ahead. Subscribe today. Follow. Join our Discord. One of us. Forever. So yes, folks, this is Raymarin, the Mark of a God. This is our D&D campaign on Thursdays. with a lot of fun, fantastic people. Koala, thank you for the follow. Please do not expect any skill, maybe a little entertainment, but I am a mental health professional who decided, you know what? I want to stream and show people that therapists aren't scary. You can talk to us. Don't be afraid. And then I think I did the opposite. Dunk, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I've been lurking a bit in your streams, and I have to say, y'all's Arc sagas. Oh my gosh. But yes, hello everyone. Oh, Andy, let me allow that message for you. Y'all, Super Andiness not only is an amazing streamer on our stream team, actually a lot of people in this campaign. We have Mew, who is Witty Mitchie. We have Luya, who is Dizcam. And we have Bevan, who plays Corvin. And they are all on our stream team, the Psychepaths. Fantastic people. But anyway, Super Andiness, she's on our team and she did these profiles. This is her artwork. And we're working on getting the characters to blink as we talk. And when I'm in the Discord channel, you can't see it now because I'm not in it. When we talk, our mouths move. And it's her amazing artwork. Y'all, please check her out. And if we could go ahead and get a shout out for Andy, I would appreciate it. Dunkster as well. But yes, Foxes, thank you so much for rating. On Thursdays, usually when I stream, I try to talk to people. But on Thursdays, audio belongs to the party because it's D&D. So we respond in text. We see what y'all type. We see what you little gremlins say. But without further ado, I'm going to go back to these lovely people. Also, welcome Osen and Lockhart. I saw y'all come in. Hello. But yeah, let's go ahead. I do see what you type. Listen here, you little tit. But yeah, let's go ahead and rejoin the party. And if y'all ever want to see any of the VODs, I have my own YouTube channel, but we have a specific YouTube for VODs, and we have a D&D playlist. So if you do archives, haha. There's previous episodes, and we always do a recap if you're like, what in the world is going on? Hello, Saria. But yes, you know you're a gremlin. Aw, Hikiko, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. But yeah, folks, let's go ahead and join these lovely beans. Okay, I am back. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Well, hi.
Sorry, we had a raid and I wanted to chat with the people. So Colette is buying alcohol.
And looking for limes.
Colette just busts in with like a basket of limes and bottles of booze.
Have I found everything I looked for? I have a list of white rum, mint, limes. I have plum wine, ales.
You get a slightly weaker, because I don't want to actually spend a spell slot to say it, saying, if you can't get the simple syrup, that's fine, honey will work. And we have honey.
Just whenever Colette talks to the shopkeepers and she suddenly freezes as she hears Corvin's voice enter her brain, her eye twitch becomes stronger. Every single time.
Despite the fact that Corvin is a hot mess and likes to hang out in the dirt, they did go from nobility to living in a rundown town to being an adventurer. So Corvin still likes to think that they deserve all of these expensive, hard-to-get things, forgetting that if you're not rich or killing people for them, sometimes it's hard to get them.
Teeth, do I find everything?
Sure, for simplicity's sake.
So yes. I want you all to imagine this purple tiefling girl kick down, well not down, but to the side, because, you know, respectful kick, the door of the bed and breakfast that you're all in. And she has an even stronger purple face because it's flustered and she's hot and sweaty from carrying this huge, copious amount of bottles and ingredients. And she just huffs and she goes, Hello, I'm back. I think I have everything. I don't know. I don't think I care. And she just unloads it all on the table.
Immediately runs forward, grabs half of it, and then uses Mage Hand to grab another chunk of it. And then they start thanking you. Oh my god, Colette, thank you. It's been so long since I've been able to have a proper drink here.
Yeah.
And you see them.
Uh-huh.
You see both of their hands as well as Mage Hand mixing a drink. Then you see another Mage Hand handing you 15 gold pieces.
Oh.
They don't care how much it actually costs, so you get 15 gold pieces out of me.
Oh, thank you.
And I mix up a bunch of mojitos.
Cool.
I wanna-
Mojitos, bruh.
No, I hate it.
Mojitos.
Do you call them mojitos in this world?
Yeah, I
yeah.
call them
Dude,
mojitos.
talking about hair.
No, don't call it a vagina. That's disgusting.
Oh, this is a drink I invented while I was hiding in Old Lechaport, learning necromancy. I call it a Majida.
They call it, they don't call it old Lechaport, they call it regular Lechaport.
Oh, Lechaport. I invented this with leftover sailors' supplies. So it's a lot of citrus and herbs. And rum.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your
Mojita.
your mojito with us.
And if you couldn't find simple syrup, I'm either using honey or molasses. It's still delicious.
Question for the DM. Are we letting this drink be called a Majida? Is this canon?
I didn't call it a Majida because I thought people wouldn't like it. I called it a Mojida on purpose.
Call it a Majida. It's a free country.
Colette takes a sip of the Majida.
Big sip.
Jesus.
While Teeth, while everybody is doing things and occupied, I start snooping around just the place. Nobody has. Nobody's looked around here.
Oh,
Colette,
I kind of snoop around the rooms.
It's citrusy and herbaceous and refreshing.
Oh,
And you
this is
can't tell-
delightful.
You can't
Rose is
tell
gonna-
that there are 2 shots of rum in it.
She
Oh my
can't
goodness.
tell. It's hidden.
Rose is gonna come in with the charcuterie board. Carcucci board, carcucci board.
I don't think it's called a coochie board. I think you're trying to say charcuterie.
You have a carchucci board and a Mojita.
And she's just gonna sit it on the table and be like, okay, there's your carcucci board. There's a bunch of assorted things here. I hope you enjoy it. If you need anything else, I'll be right over there. And she just like points randomly, doesn't really pay attention to where she's pointing, and walks off.
No, if you'd like, you can sit with us
Sorry.
and have some of this if you'd like.
Actually, Rose, I have a question for you.
Yes.
She's trying to run away and we just stopped her.
Yes.
Now, feel free to say no. Or
It's never a way to get started.
it's never.
It's
It's
really
never
says
really
no.
good.
Step back a couple of feet, like, you know.
But
Okay.
how do you feel about combat fighting? Have you ever fought before? Are you inclined at all to combat?
I mean, I've had to break up a few bar fights here and there when I was entertaining.
I
That's
don't
pretty.
know if that counts.
I mean, I've trained a little with my father, but no actual combat.
Corvin walks up, double fisting Mojitas. Puts their arm around Rose. Goes, look at this young lady. Look at those biceps, and points at her arms. Look at that thing on her arm. Who knows what that does?
I think they call it a muscle, Corvin.
No, that. And I like point at her bracer because she's an artificer. Who knows what that thing on her arm actually does?
Oh.
This lady, she doesn't think it. And you're like, Corvin, you've been drinking for 5 minutes. I've seen you drink a whole lot. And what's going on? This lady, I think she can defend herself in a little tussle.
Okay, Corvin, come sit with me and we'll drink some more.
Yes,
Rose takes that kind of by surprise, and she just kind of like dips down and like backs away quickly because she's like, no.
She trained.
I do apologize. My thought process. I enjoy your company. Mew definitely enjoys your company. I think it's fair to say that we all enjoy you as a guide, as a person in our group, and well, as a traveling group of essentially warriors, adventurers, mercenaries, however you wish. I wanted to see if you would be at all inclined to join us, but
You hear Corvin from across the room go, I enjoy you. Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy at all.
And from the back with Corvin drinking, you hear Colette go, don't worry, he has a girlfriend. I think still. Have you talked to her lately? You should
Either
talk to her.
expected you to yell that, Colette, or to you to yell, you hear from the back of the room a loud slap on the back of Corvin.
That too. You know, both of those things happen.
Oh my goodness.
I just picture, sorry, I was like, Mew like pops in, like, just next to Rose and Colin. She's like, they're all a bunch of weirdos. I'm sorry.
Corvin's just excited. Corvin's excited they found a drink that they could get Colette to just drink.
Yeah.
Without being
Oh no.
suspicious. Colette's like, oh, this is like minty lemonade. And Corvin's like, yeah, it's just minty lemonade.
You guys are
Colette's
gonna
like
go
on
to
number-
this meeting
Colette's
shit-faced.
on,
Oh
Colette's
no.
on like number 3, not knowing she just drank 6 shots of rum.
Oh, can I roll to stop myself? Can I see if I have enough wisdom? Because we have a meeting tonight.
How? I mean, do you know there's liquor in it?
Well, yeah, I bought the
She
thing
knows
and I
there's
saw
liquor
them
in
make
it.
it.
Bought the liquor.
And she knows that Corvin gets half of their calories from alcohol.
Okay.
Corvin is our functioning alcoholic.
I guess we'll roll a.
This is almost like roll a d2, like a 50-50 chance if you know.
I mean, roll. I'm gonna say roll a charisma check. Wisdom is really what we're looking for here.
Okay, I will roll.
You're trying to impose your will on the drink and say no.
No, back.
Dirty 20. No means no. No more drinking.
Darn.
Colette realizes after
Frick you, liquor.
after smacking the back of Corvin and yelling out, he has a girlfriend, she realizes, oh, I may be a bit more far along than I meant to be.
Very much so.
And she puts down the Majida and pushes it away.
Corinne's sitting next to me and she can hear through the headphones you yelling. She puts down the Mojida.
She knows me. She knows how I am. She knows.
Corinne, Corinne, Adam, and I were just hanging out and drinking because we don't work tomorrow. Corinne has had 2 of Bevan's Mojidas, so she's had like 5 shots.
But yes, what does Rose say after hearing, don't worry, he has a girlfriend? We're not trying to be creepy.
You're not.
She's gonna awkwardly laugh like, oh, okay, okay, and then just kind of walk away slowly, just giving him a weird look, like, yeah, okay.
Well, this is just gonna be like, well, that didn't go as well as I hoped it would, and just go off to his food.
Hey, Teeth, as I'm poking around the place in the house and in the rooms.
What?
Am I finding, as I'm poking around in the rooms and stuff? Because I was wandering around peeking at things.
That's right,
while you guys were having your little adventure.
You're a peeper.
I'm peeping up. Do I find anything important while I'm peeping up the place?
No.
Nothing story-ish or anything like that, or anything about these people that we should know.
I mean, they're just people.
Okay.
And I'll say at this time you don't find anything because I need more time.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, nothing really important at this moment.
Rose is gonna pop her head back in quickly and be like, "Oh, Aldous, I wasn't ignoring you, by the way. I'd love to go around the city with you guys, for whatever you need to do, but I'm just not quite sure yet on traveling. I need a little bit of time to think." And then she's gonna bounce back out.
She moves quickly as I walk back in.
Well, can
You see her?
blame her? Coldest, what were you thinking?
Yeah, Caldus.
Yeah, it was totally Caldus that was the problem, not the drunken man with 2 drinks around her neck.
I'm a drunken person.
A drunken person.
Oh my god.
I identify it. Oh god, that's
At
terrible.
this point, I legitimately forgot what I decided that Corvin was assigned at birth.
Corvin is just Corvin.
When I created the character, I remembered what Corvin was assigned at birth. At this point, Corvin is they, and I can't, for the life of me, remember if we ever wanted Corvin to do a dramatic. Here's what
I don't think we ever
biologically
did.
am. We never did. And that's the point. And at this point, I don't remember, because the closest we ever got was when Beard Princess was like, "Oh, I want to keep an eye on Corvin no matter what they do, even if they go to the bathroom." And Corvin threatened to kill them because Corvin needed their privacy.
Yeah.
And maybe Teeth has it from the
I don't.
conversations months ago.
You've never mentioned it to me.
So I don't remember. Every week I use a different pronoun.
Remember when we had 2 non-binary necromancers?
That was amazing. That was so much
Yeah,
fun.
that was very awkward when the 2 of us were both necromancers. Both of us were non-binary, and it was like every week, "What are you?" and bo 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 bo. So we're an experience is what we are.
And then the only difference was one was a human and one was like a crocodile person.
Yeah.
But anyway, as Rose leaves, Colette just pushes away the drinks. she stops herself.
Jeez.
So, are we prepared to meet these folk? Is there anything else we should do? Should we rest up before?
I'd say we have about an hour or so.
Sure.
We need to get going.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we rest a little bit after eating to recover.
Hey, you have used a short rest, and Corvin regains their 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
Oh, you're so nice. I wasn't gonna ask. I was gonna take the hit for being a sassy bitch.
I don't care. It's a short rest. Who gives a
While
crap,
we
right?
drink, Corvin does their favorite thing ever, and they use prestidigitation to do like bar tricks.
Oh.
So like I'll shoot like sparks, whatever, or I'll like make it look like Psyche's drink is on fire, and then Colette drinks it, and it's like, "Oh, it's not on fire." Corvin,
don't you mock me.
God. Or like I'll make like a little like deer statue that disappears in 20 minutes because it's prestidigitation. The best worst spell in the game.
Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
My favorite part of prestidigitation is an odd odor.
Fart.
I can also chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. So I shouldn't have even made you buy the mint. I could have just made it mint flavor.
Do you say this out loud?
It probably wouldn't. It would probably taste magical, which is.
Oh, I think the difference between fresh mint and prestidigitation mint is if you did like fresh mint or mint extract.
Yeah, it's
gonna be off.
A trained tongue can definitely tell the difference between magic mint.
It's better than if there was no mint at all.
That's true,
but it's not the same.
Maybe like the aftertaste is like it tastes like a.
I think the only
it tastes
one
like
who would like
like
pick it up.
metallic or something.
Exactly. I think the only ones in the party who would pick it up were like Rose, who's worked in a B&B her whole life, and Caldus, who is a general who's been part of like the upper crust.
Well, it's because Caldus eats like metal for breakfast.
That's true. He eats metal for breakfast.
He does eat metal for breakfast.
He eats metal for breakfast. He eats iron.
Metal.
He eats iron like nuts and bolts cereal with mercury milk.
What? What are you even talking about?
Part of being a general, you need to have a all-year pass to the salty spittoon, so he eats his nails every morning without milk.
Yeah.
I eat a bowl of milk for breakfast. Yeah, so what? Without any milk. Oh, right this way.
Oh my stars. So
My beautiful wife, who I love very much. Can you make me a new mojito and I'll give you the drink?
only if you call it a Majida.
Can you make
Ask
me a new
her.
mojito?
You know, put the directions for me.
Well, I'll just verbally tell you and then I'll send them.
Okay.
So I need you to take you like 3 sprigs of mint and do half an ounce of the simple syrup we've been doing.
How much would be half an ounce in the thing?
Oh, the jigger will tell.
Oh, okay. Does it have marks on it?
It does.
Okay.
The small one, the first line is half an ounce. So doing half ounce of that syrup.
So while this is going on,
Okay.
after we rest, Colette is gonna get everyone to get up and go to our meeting because you want to be there a bit early. You don't want to be late to your meeting with the Shadow Council.
True, very true.
That's allegedly true.
Oh my god. Is Rose coming with us to the meeting? To help us get there?
No.
She agreed that she would like. She agreed that she would like go around the city with you guys and stuff.
Okay. Colette's gonna.
But since she's never heard of that place, then she probably doesn't know where that place is.
Mhm.
So, won't be much help on that one.
We did pass it, and like we made a note of where it was.
Yeah.
So
Well, I suppose we should get going.
I'm more than ready. Let's move.
Okay.
Let's figure out what the heck's going on with these people.
Yeah, this is the morning or is it the same evening?
This is the evening after dinner, and we've
Oh,
rested, so you have your 3rd level back.
Yeah, but Corvin's still a little sloppy, but they're
Yeah.
fine.
True.
you're a high functioning drunk. You're fine.
Well, I was gonna say Corvin is very much the person who like trips into the room, and then a fight starts, and they're like a ninja.
Oh my
I'm a
God.
drunken master.
Yes.
Oh, it's very much Corvin is like if Majima were a necromancer. Speaking of Majima, Psyche, have you played Yakuza Kiwami yet?
No, I have not. I need to look into the Yakuza stuff.
I have Yakuza Kiwami on stream, and that's Yakuza 1, just the updated version. And if you want to spend a few nights a week playing Yakuza Kiwami, just let me know.
I'll have to
Let me know,
look into
bestie,
it.
and the two of us could go through it. Because it's very good. It's just very different from the later Yakuzas because the combat system's a little repetitive, but it's a good story. Anyway, go back to the game. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You're role playing really well because Corvin is also drunk.
I will point out that I do respect Teeth a lot, and I understand that I disrespect him a lot when we play because I interrupt a lot, and I feel so bad. Because I think that if Teeth and I weren't in this game, we'd be much closer friends than the TM player.
Listen,
we
he
have.
puts up with my nonsense 24/7.
That's true.
He didn't sign a piece of paper saying he'd deal with my nonsense until death do us part.
I do. It's a marriage certificate. I have proof that he agreed.
Exactly. Corinne has to deal with me until she dies.
Exactly.
Teeth does
Rose is
it,
gonna
so I
pop
do
back
feel
in.
bad.
Rose is gonna
So-
pop back in and be like, "Oh, are you guys ready to leave?" And she's just gonna kind of like tag along.
You leave the place under cover of darkness. See what I did there in the group chat?
Oh my god, you absolute dork. I can't.
Oh, that is so much louder than I expected it.
Yeah, my ears hurt now.
So, yes, we head out.
Okay, and it is it's a night. It's warm, which is strange for this time of year, but it's an unusual time in many ways. You approach what has been identified by you all as the meetup of the Cuckoo Killers. Kind of a strange building. It is it appears to be a converted lumber mill, which is very strange. There is a series of rods that go down into the ravine below, connecting to a very large water wheel that you can barely make out under the light of the stars and with some torchlight, but it's not functional. It doesn't work anymore because this lumber mill has served its purpose many years ago and is no longer in use. The town that it services is a town of stone, and it's not needed anymore. A large windmill sits at the very center of it. The area where the logs will be brought in to be cut by the mill has been reduced in size to just a regular door. On either side of the doors, there are 3 chambers that you can't really see from the outside, but 3 large buildings have been added on. And at the center, you can't see this anymore, so I'll save the rest for when you enter in. It's basically a lumber mill with a large, very tall windmill at the center, tall enough to be like a makeshift watchtower, perhaps.
So this really reminds me, and I know Psyche, you played some of it. Do you ever finish Deadly Premonition?
Yes, I did finish Deadly Premonition.
It just reminds me of the...
Yeah.
Man, that's another... Psyche, we've never been in a non-D&D stream together, but we have such a weird, overlapping...
game interest.
Love.
Yeah.
I think we should play Yakuza Kiwami sometime coming up.
Oh, because Yakuza, that's I have games that I do over the summer. I may need to visit that. But
anyway, this reminds me of the.
This is kind of like what the structure of the building itself looks like. Now, granted, it's at the top of a large cavern.
Is this the picture you just posted?
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
And the windmill is much, much taller than that, but the structure of the building is similar. There would also be, there probably wouldn't be a water wheel on second thought, not needed when you've got a huge windmill powering the mill itself. So, never mind. It's just a really big windmill. Really big windmill.
So would there be guards or anything?
The direction.
Huh?
Would there be guards or anything, or?
It is there. Most of it is the same structure from previously, but they have added along the area exposed to the streets. They've added in a wall with a gate. No wall, no guards. This isn't like a military, but it is a secret group. So.
Okay, so would we knock or just barge in, or?
You couldn't just barge in unless you picked the lock, but you wouldn't want to do that.
Well, we're invited. I don't think we should. These are the people that invited us, right?
If we let Coldest kick the door open. Hey guys, thanks for inviting us to this meeting.
There's
knock, open up the door. We're here.
At the outside of the gate, a young man in a red and white robe comes out to greet you. You do not recognize him, and he says, "Good evening. I trust that you all are the guests tonight."
Yes.
Well, as a matter of fact, we are.
It does look that way.
Care to show me your proof of invitation?
I will reach into my jacket and pull out the letter. I believe this will suffice.
That's so much better than what Corvin would have done.
Ah, yes. From our very own Master of Ruins. Please, come in.
After you.
And he makes a motion behind the wall and touches something. The gates don't swing open, they slide open. And you enter into the courtyard surrounding this old lumber mill or sawmill, either way.
When Corvin walks by the guard, they cast prestidigitation for fireworks to say thanks between their hands.
Oh my god.
That was going to be my proof that we were supposed to be here if Call just didn't say anything. It would have just been like, I need you to show proof that you're supposed to be here. And it would have just been fireworks that said yes.
Despite himself, the young man does start a bit of this.
Look, Psyche, Corbin lives their life knowing that they could probably blow up half of their enemies. So what are they going to do about my fireworks that say yes?
Oh my god.
Like most wizard characters, I'm very arrogant until the DM quickly and easily kills them because I have no AC.
Do we see anything, nefarious? Like, is this just kind of like...
I mean, it's just a courtyard. You haven't even gotten in the building yet.
All right.
So
heading for the door.
So you head into the door. The young man leads you, and he opens the door and leads you in. He follows you, and then behind he shuts the door. Inside, it is very dark. Not so dark you can't see. Not that any of you would have trouble seeing in light, including Corvin. But it is poorly lit. The only lights are lights in front of. Let me count.
Is Corvin wearing the mask?
3, 4.
Oh yeah, bitch.
7.
Until it becomes incredibly awkward, Corvin is wearing that mask.
In front of 7 chambers, small torches, and one torch at the very center, of what was once the cutting room, and it leads to a staircase.
I look at the soldier, or whoever that was up front, the guard, and lead the way.
After me. So as you walk through the building, you see that there are, like I said, 7 chambers with torches in front of each of them. They have strange symbols on them. None of them have words, but just symbols. And you don't recognize any of them. As you approach the center of the cutting room, which has become a staircase, you notice that there's lots of temporary walls in here. It seems like the area has been more or less cobbled together. The chambers that are attached to the building, they're not permanent fixtures. They are temporary, basically tents that have been more or less permanently attached to the building. He leads to the top of the staircase and says, "You must follow close behind, for the way ahead will be is shrouded in mystery."
I'm sorry. You said shrouded in mystery.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What? Pray tell, what does that mean?
It means covered.
After you say the word shrouded with mystery, Corbin takes a drink out of their flask and just goes, fantastic.
Is that... Are you drinking a flask now? After all the Magidas we had earlier?
Oh yeah, this is just a whole skin of vaginas.
That's a Magita in there right now, on you!
I got a whole skin of mojitas.
Oh my god.
Who's is just gonna lean over to you and be like,
And
"We always like this."
roll a perception check.
Who?
Everybody.
Okay.
Okay. To respond to Rose, though, Mew is just keeping a smile on her face, but she's slowly nodding.
You like put your hand
I got a 19.
on her arm and
I
just
rolled
nod
a
sadly.
There's
yeah.
a subtle difference between the darkness leading up the staircase and the darkness of the rest of the room.
I rolled a natural 20, so that's
Perhaps less subtle to, or I should say to all of you, since you have dark vision or something to grant you dark vision. But
so I'll point out again, I rolled a nat 20.
Yes. So you all notice that there is a strange, eerie cutoff of the darkness cuts off at the stairs, and it is thick, and you can't see even those of you who have the ability to see through it. Who's like, I think all of you can't see.
Oh, well, that's unnatural.
Is this magical darkness?
Yes. Basically, yes.
Rose is just gonna speak up and be like, "Well, since we can't see anything, lead the way through the creepy darkness, please."
Okay. He
Excellent
leads you
idea.
and he says, "Put your hand on my shoulder. The way ahead is not clear, even if you just walk straight with one foot in front of the other."
Oh.
Rose is gonna ask Mew, "Do I hold or your tail?"
What was the first thing you cut out? What?
Do I hold your shoulder or your tail?
Prefers you hold.
If you want, you can hold my hand. If that, probably not my tail, but
She's just gonna like bounce and be like, "Okay," and grabs her hand.
No one heard my thing, and I think it's probably better that way.
Oh, no. Colette's gonna look over her shoulder and say, Did you just ask to hold her tail?
I mean, I could hold yours if you want me to.
Colette's tail immediately, like, tucks back. No, thank you. I'm good. Let's go.
Corbin mentions that from the graphic novellas they have read in the past
No.
about the journey to the east, that holding your opponent's tails is a weakness, and you should not do that to them because it causes them pain. That's pretty deep. Cultists might get it, and Teeth might get it.
I didn't catch what you said.
Yeah, say that one more time.
I made a Dragon Ball joke about holding their tails as like a weakness.
Oh yeah,
It's a Dragon Ball Z,
Do that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Dragon Ball Z joke.
Well, it's a Dragon Ball, which would then became a Dragon Ball Z joke.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's a joke about balls.
Akira
Oh my
Toriyama
goodness
never
gracious.
did a Dragon Ball Z manga. It was just all Dragon Ball until Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
So-
marching order.
Oh,
I'll
I
take
was just
first line.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Mitchie. I'm sorry.
We generally
Oh,
at
it's
least
okay.
do Cultists out front for anything that runs at them, and Corbin in the back for anything that tries to sneak up on them, because Corbin can blow them up.
What were you saying, Mitchie?
I was just gonna have, because I wanted to have Mew respond to Colette. Sorry. Mew was gonna respond to Colette saying, it's not the first time someone's asked to hold my tail.
I don't know what that means.
Heyo, says Corvin.
Rose's face is gonna kind of get like a little red, but
No, it's
so dark you're not gonna see it.
She's just like, it's nothing sexual. It's just, it's very fluffy. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's so fluffy and cute. Can they touch it? And I'm like, it's a tail. It's a tail.
I'd like to think that if Corvin existed in 2021, they'd spend all their time on the Pornhub sexual education wiki and not on the rest of Pornhub. Corvin is just more interested in all like the facts. So when we use like the first time someone asked to hold my tail, Corvin's like, I get it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're in the dark. Lead the way, creepy man.
So okay, who's where? I'll be right behind the guy guarding us or like leading us. I'll be first in line. Who wants to be behind me?
Well, Rose is gonna be between Colette and Mew, but she's gonna be like holding Mew's hand.
I guess I'll be behind Caldus.
All right, I will have one hand on the guy's shoulder and then one hand out to Colette, or if you want to do shoulder, you can, or if you want to do hand, however.
You know, she'll just grab onto your shoulder. It's okay.
All right, then the hand will immediately go onto my sword just in case.
Yeah, that way you can be ready.
Rose is gonna like.
Where are you grabbing me?
Horns.
That's a sentence.
No!
To the quote channel.
No! Don't grab me by the horns!
Well, now we do have one.
Rose is just gonna reach
I'll
for
be
Colette's
right
shoulder because she said no to the tail. And she's already holding Mew's hand behind her.
Rose is just like, no tail. No!
So, you're walking up the stairs, and what seems to be more or less a straightforward stair climb for a minute, it becomes odd after a certain point, because the stairs do not just go up, they occasionally go down, go side to side. At one point, the leader, he jumps across. And I'm just gonna say, for simplicity's sake, you notice he jumps and you follow. It's not a big jump, but it's not. You can just step over this. So it's a literal leap of faith in your guys' case.
Oh, I hate it.
The stairs go on a lot longer than you would expect. They even seem to go into the tower at the center and then wind back out. Basically, all of this is to say they clearly don't want people to be getting into their business, whatever that business might be.
Well, they're definitely protective of themselves.
So it seems like it's a like magical twist of a room kind of a thing.
Yeah, this thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
Okay.
Did we happen to catch this guy's name?
No.
Okay, Rose is just gonna be like, excuse me, what's your name? How much longer are we gonna be wandering through this darkness?
He doesn't answer you.
Of course not.
Yeah, my hand just tightens grip on my sword a bit as we just keep moving, just in case some shenanigans happen.
You eventually make it to a point where you can no longer hear his footsteps, and you emerge on the other side of the darkness. You didn't see him stop, you just heard him stop. And you emerge at the other side of the darkness, and you enter into well, it's actually not large. It's fairly small. A fairly small table with 8 people seated at it. 7 men
and women seated I'm trying to think of how they might be arranged. Four men and women on each side of a table. One platform is slightly raised in the middle, holding the two people in charge. Well, who seem to be in charge, I should say, because you don't know anything about these folks. Halt! What business do you have in the council of the Cuckoo Killers and their masters? And suddenly it becomes apparent to you that there's not just 8 people in here. There's more like 30. They're hiding in the outer edges of the chamber, with several people behind each of the men and women seated at the table.
By what right? We were invited here.
Yes, I believe if anyone's going to ask what business we have, I believe it should be us. Why have you asked for us? Please forgive my friend. He is... they've had a bit much to drink tonight.
Corbin, while everybody else is like giving these actual answers, leans forward and gives the Shrek, "Good question." answer to them. Like, what business do you have here? It's a great question.
Well, it is not the man seated at the highest seat at the table on the raised platform says, "It is not for me to decide." Well, no, that doesn't really make sense. It was not my invitation that brought you here.
Then how did we get here?
Speak now, Master of Ruins, and explain to the people of this council what reason you have for inviting these folks from outside the city walls. And a familiar face, one Stefan Bloodhunt, stands, removes the cowl from his face, and addresses the men and women seated at the table, and projects enough for the people standing behind him to hear. He says, "Brothers and sisters, I have brought these men and women here to this table that they might be of use to us in the coming of the storm. You and I, and all you,
you, Master of Cuckoos, know great are the challenges that lie ahead, and the threat that lies before the city. Indeed, without one such as these, what hope have we against the coming storm?" The Master of Cuckoos responds, "Very well. So, we offer you, what might we call you?" He asks to those of you standing in front of the table.
Luya looks at Caldus.
Caldus just has like that smirk because the name's cool as hell. You can call us the Phoenix Squadron.
To what? To you, Phoenix Squadron. we request your assistance. Master of Ruins, will you lead the discussion henceforth? He rises again and says, to those who call themselves the Phoenix Squadron, we have arranged for an important mission to take place. You see, we know that the Empire has their eyes on this city, and we have reason to believe the city will not stand come the night. Not this very night, of course. But once the storm washes away the city walls, the Imperial Legion will lay waste to the city and raze it to the ground. So, we have begun to scour the entire map of the city. We knew that there were ruins beneath us, ruins that had not been touched for centuries, perhaps millennia. Cavern so vast that it could hold the entire army of the city and all of its people, with room to spare. But we had no leads, no guidance. It was as if the very secret passageways that lie beneath the city were hidden from us. And then something unexpected happened. He gestures to behind him. A young man who looks to be no older than 15 comes out, and he says, "Young man, tell us your tale." Nervous, he begins. Well, we was just cooking dinner, talking about our day, talking about the catch below earlier, when out of nowhere we heard a horrible racket, and suddenly a loud explosion burst through the walls of our house. And out of nowhere, strange, white pale-skinned elves came out and started stabbing my mom and pa. I ran, told the guards. They locked the house down, and I don't know what happened. I think they killed him, but I can't believe it myself. There you have it, Stefan says. Creatures from beneath the earth have come into the city, into the Walls District. And the city does not wish for us to know. This young man came to us in his hour of need, because no one in the city believed him, and he could not return home. Indeed, it would seem as though this whole thing was some sort of secret. So,
elves, you say?
Yes, elves.
How did they breach the walls? Did they blow through the wall? Did they dig up?
It would seem so.
Luya, perhaps there could have been a long blocked off cavern that led close to the house, and they could have blown the covering off of it to try and escape. Maybe they're trying to get out. Or they're
trying... looks at Caldus. If there is a impending large-scale attack coming to this city, We need to find those tunnels.
Now, wait. Let's see what they wish of us first.
Well, it's as if the master read my mind, Stefan says with a smile. We would ask that you investigate. We can't go anywhere near, of course. We are viewed with mistrust by those who hold power in this city. But you, they don't even know who you are.
Luya interrupts him. Well, you do meet in a clandestine way at night. It doesn't look good if you're humanitarians helping the city.
Why, how else to keep appearances?
Why the secrecy? Why would they be after you?
What good is having a secret society if you can't keep it secret?
Yes,
That's
well,
fair.
that's a very good point. I think that the higher-ups don't agree with you, do they?
No.
You're going against them, aren't you?
They're hiding something, Miss Colette. And I fear that something is very big indeed. Either way, the house that this young man came from is off limits. While the blue dogs investigate.
And why, pray tell, is it off limits?
It's off limits because it's officially the scene of a murder. They're trying to find the man or woman responsible. We know it's because something came from behind the walls and beneath the city.
And they would never believe that.
Or at least they're not going to say that. They're not going to say, oh, there are monsters underneath our city, our impenetrable walls are breached. No, they're not going to say that. The hubris, you've seen the hubris of this place.
And it would cause a panic.
Who knows how long somebody spent digging those tunnels? They could have been there the entire time. Before the city.
Exactly.
Who knows what we're gonna find down there?
Or perhaps they're part of the city. Either way.
Sewers? Does this city have sewers? Sorry.
We don't know for sure what's down there. All I know is that Risha's roots run deep, literally and metaphorically. Either way, you'll have to find your way in there, and we can't have anything to do with it, not officially.
Well, we were planning on investigating it anyway. Might as well make some friends.
Wouldn't be the first time we start poking our nose in.
Colette has a flashback to the freaking 2 gold coins.
Mew also. Do they make eye contact?
Yes.
Like, do they look at each other?
Mew and Colette like look over at each other at the same time.
Imagine that if this were like a sitcom, it would first be guys doing like that look, and then Corvin do the Robert Redford, like slowly zoom in on Corvin's face, and then a quick nod.
Are we all still like holding hands and shoulders and stuff?
No!
Because if
broken
Rose is
off
still in the
now.
middle, she's gonna feel so awkward. Like, why are they looking at each other like that? Like, I'm just here. What?
But yeah, I think we should agree. I'm very tempted to find out what's going on.
I'm always good for a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl.
We have
What?
to crawl?
Oh,
No,
God,
it's
no.
metaphorical.
I'm not crawling.
I know, right? Rose, are you gonna crawl?
Mew, we're not crawling, Mew.
And upon this scene,
It's colloquial.
we fade to black as the party decides on whether they will join or not. Thank you all so much for joining us for another D&D day. I have missed this so much. And
so, like, I'm gonna be that guy. I don't work tomorrow if Teeth has more to do.
no, we have to deal with the puppy. He's being
well-
bad.
Well,
But thank you
tell him
all.
I love him.
We will. We'll give him a hug. Thank you all so much for joining, and we will see you next year.
Next year. Dad jokes.
Oh no!
Wow.
In over a
She
year.
gets a
Did it.
puppy, and
Did it.
suddenly she has dad jokes.
I can't make dad jokes yet. I can only make uncle jokes.
Oh, same, yeah.
All right, goodbye, y'all. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry to leave y'all on a cliffhanger, but you'll just have to tune in next week, Thursday at 9 p.m. Central, to find out what our gang decides to do. Oh, I really hope we don't go anywhere gross. You know, I really hope it's not dirty. No mud in the tunnels or anything. But anyway, thank you all so much once again. This is the Mark of a God campaign, Phoenix Squadron. If you all ever want to catch any of our episodes, you can find us on the Archives channel. Take care, and as always, may Lucius guide thee. Farewell.